Hello, beauties. This is Sofia LightJewel with the May update and light transmission. My name is Sofia LightJewel, and if you don't know me, I am an Empower Love Coach and a Light Coach Healer. And every month I give a little bit of brief information about what the energetics of the month will be, and I do a light transmission at the end. And I usually, by the end of the video, I share what offerings and what things are coming up in this month. So let's dive right in. Can you believe it? We're on the 5th month of the year. And wow, this year is filled with so much powerful information about what is falling away and what is building anew. And so there's a few themes here that I was tuning in and I wanted to touch about this month and the next month as well. So next month we're gonna be halfway of the year, and if you look back to January, oh my goodness, so many things have happened so far in the world, and I'm sure in your life as well. And I'm sure there's a way that you're saying, oh my God, I feel like time is going really slow. And at the same time, one day feels like a lifetime already because there's so much acceleration in the energy. So there's higher frequencies entering the earth. In fact, the earth is in a completely new space in the universe, a space that we have never been before. And so also not only new light is entering into the world, you're also experiencing something new, not only in your own life, as well as a collective and as universal being. So there's going to be this sense that one day it feels like a lifetime, and it also feels like nothing much has happened and that the time is going slow. So you're going to begin to see those two ways of experiencing time, because the energy and your frequency is raising not only in yourself, it's also raising in the world, in the planet. And the process of evolution is happening. No matter if you want it or you don't want it to happen, it's going to continue happening. For me this year, the focus has been not only just focusing on my own personal growth and my own personal alignment with my higher purpose and things that are important to me. And has happened collectively, and this is going to be an important thing for this month as well, connecting to your higher purpose. When you feel lost, when you feel confused, because there's going to be a lot of confusion in the this month in generally as well, because there's a lot of planets that are out of bound of the sun. So they're not in so close to the magnetic pull of the sun. They are actually the furthest away from the sun. So you'll begin to feel that there's a lot of internal shifting happening within you. You begin to see externally that it's going to also reflect externally in the world. There's going to be a sense of shift, and that shift is going to bring confusion. And the shift and the confusion come hand in hand, because there's a new system that is kind of entering and that is already here vibrationally. So the energy and the frequency of the new earth is already here vibrationally. Just as I speak about dialing the radio, that station already exists. Is that we're kind of tuning in vibrationally in the frequency, and we're integrating the frequency more and more until the point that that's the radio where we're gonna live, and that our holographic experience is gonna be projected and experienced through us and expelled or emanated as well into our world and your world. So connecting to your purpose and holding the vision of yourself, of your life, and that the vision that you want for the world is gonna help you to come back to center. So in those times of confusion, come back to your breath, and then you can do 10 cycles of breath. And I'll do a video about this, but it's basically your breathing in 10 times, you're holding for 10, you're exhaling for 10, and you're holding your breath for 10 at the bottom. And you do that again. You're breathing for 10 times, you hold for 10, you exhale for 10, you hold for 10 at the bottom. And you do that cycle 10 times. That's going to help you to come back to your center. It helps you to close all the doors of your mind and just come back to your own center bubble. And holding the vision, the way it's gonna support holding your vision is that you're gonna come back to your heart, and gonna come back to your larger purpose of what you're here in the world to do. Every single human that is on the planet right now is here for the simple reason and the most important reason of being not only the catalyst, the creators, the way showers, the visionaries, the dreamers, the light workers to bring the new earth into being, and realizing through our own inner actualization of what it means, the new earth, to each one of us. Collectively, we are all creating the new earth, and it's happening right here now through your own experience of your own life. This is why it's so important to come back to the heart, to come back to your center, and remember what is happening right now. How am I feeling right now? What things am I feeling that are connected to a certain way that I am interpreting my life or myself? And do I wish to continue to feel this way? Is there a feeling that is higher, that is more empowering within myself, that will allow me to shift the way I'm feeling, that what I am thinking in this moment? And so this is tying perfectly to the second topic that I wanted to talk about, that is about setting new agreements. So staying in the perspective that right now collectively we have been clearing karmic energies in the collective, so cultural and family as well. So this whole year, I'm sure you had the experience that you've been dealing and moving through emotionally and healing old trauma, that perhaps you felt like, oh my God, I thought I'd deal with this years ago, and now it's here and it's showing up again and in a different way. And so this is because as a collective, we are healing those areas in the collective that they had been there all along. Were still there, but in a way they were kind of like either pushed aside or dimmed and repressed somehow. And now there's all these opportunities for a deeper healing, for a deeper way of healing that speaks about, there's the story about Jesus that it keeps coming up this entire week. It kept coming up, but it was how when Jesus started to kind of um, support the taxpayer, and in a way what he was saying is that all of the sudden the followers of Jesus started to be against Jesus because they started to judge, why would he be supporting or helping the taxpayer? And to me, that was such a beautiful teaching, because um, there's so much judgment right now in every single aspect of the world, and one can be sitting from this space and judge others. And judgment, it creates a separation, and it's deeply identified with yourself. And so the piece that Jesus was teaching was that at one point he says, tell me that at any point in your life you haven't lied, or you haven't hurt somebody. And so everybody was like, yes, yes, we all have hurt somebody, even if it's within your awareness or not. I'm sure that if you call every single person that you have had contact in your life, there's going to be at least one person that you have hurt, and that maybe you were aware of it or not. And there's going to be a time in your life that perhaps you were lying to yourself. And so every single thing that we judge outside ourselves is a part of ourselves that we are not able to accept within us. And the gift of judgment is that it's also telling you and telling us what is one of our priorities and values that we have, or that you have. For example, if I tend to judge somebody that lies, so then what it's telling me is that one of my values in a relationship or in somebody is that I value honesty, I value integrity. And therefore, that's something that is telling me something about myself. So the question to bring back to yourself is in which ways, or what story, or what part, or what aspect of myself I am not accepting, in which ways I am perhaps lying to myself, or I'm believing something that is not true, or I am believing that somebody else is, or I am assuming that somebody else is a certain way, and without actually checking in what's happening, and in which ways I am out of my integrity, and in which ways perhaps something in my life is out of my integrity. So bring it back into yourself, because if it's causing some kind of discomfort, and if there's kind of disalignment, whatever is happening outside is causing a disalignment within you, it's actually a sign to come back to yourself and actually look at yourself. Because remember, everything that you see outside, it's a mirror that is helping you return home to yourself. And so just come back and return, and perhaps be with the emotion, and just see what is there. Why is it here? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I responding this way? I really love this book that is called The Present Process. And the way the author, I'm so sorry, I can't remember the name of the author, but for me, it was a life-changing book. And he describes when you are upset, he plays with the world, and he uses it as a setup. You're being set up. And so the setup is that there's something within yourself to look at. And so just coming back to that trigger, why is this triggering to me? Why is this a problem to me? Why? And so that's the piece. So creating new agreements, in the sense that at this moment we are opening to create new paradigms. And so a new belief system. So a paradigm is a belief that it's has taken over an entire country, for example. So a cultural paradigm is something that in a culture everybody has agreed. And the thing is that there's a certain point that you stop even questioning if it's still in alignment with the culture, with your life, with the country that you or we want to create. So to finish the video, I want to summarize that this month it's all about clearing, as you and collectively we are raising the vibrations. How are we doing this? We're doing this by raising the vibration is affecting how you are experiencing time. Through this process, you're also collectively, we are clearing karma. in the conscious level. So through cultural paradigms and through family paradigms, ancestral paradigm. And then in that process of healing, you're beginning to see yourself in new light. You're beginning to see and experience the world in a new light, in a new way. You begin to see in new perspectives. And this is where the new agreements come into birth. You begin to agree to different things. You begin to agree to different realities, to different perspectives, to different ways of being with yourself, with each other, and the planet. As you envision yourself in a new way, and as you envision the planet and the dream of the planet anew. And we're doing this together. And the last piece is integration. So you're also, as the old is breaking through, you're also igniting and birthing the new, and there's a whole process of integration that's happening simultaneously. And so integration is a very important time right now. So this will help you integrate what you're going through by taking time for yourself, by spending time in nature, journaling, breathing, sleeping, getting into creative expression ways such as writing or painting or dancing, and times of silence, times of meditation, and so on. So I'll leave you with that, and you're welcome to join me and Matthew Cosell on May 26th for the next Council of All Beings, and I'll see you on the light transmission. Bye-bye. Okay, so I wanted to do the May light language transmission, and this transmission is going to bring the energy of the new earth forward, and it's going to bring the energy of self-acceptance and love and integration. So bringing the energy of self-acceptance, love, and integration into your own field, connecting into your heart center, breathing in into your heart, breathing out into your heart, inviting the golden ray of light to enter through your crown and begin to flow in your head, your throat, your body, your legs, down all the way down into the earth and ground into the heart of the earth as you connect with the consciousness of the earth, and the earth begins to send beautiful light codes of information, of healing, of self-acceptance, of belonging, and of integration. Beautiful rising as well through your legs, your belly, your body, your throat, your head, and this golden ray of light, the energy of love, begins to fill your blood all the way down to your lymphatic system and your DNA. And take a deep breath in again and exhale. Nakua hali anatre nekua hamane nia tuayala huamane rana wayana teana tuayama wayala yana tiana huamaye Omayala tuayana teania humaya kuaya ranua tania 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 humayale mayako huru atuayala huayane amiakua hamatia yaraduaya onia heno tayala te yala tania tuayala Yanatia yatania koya ranatia yala maraya maya de humaya de tuaya la koya nandiana wa koya la kumahia niya na wara wara tia wara wara shona yala no yana tuaya na maria la kumaya wara tuaya la wani Taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Puayala hayala yelo puaya tuaya taria ye nayala hiaya do yala nia naya neto ho 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 Bawayalatia yanate yana yanato yalatia yale Sriya yana yalate yana waya mahalayala no yaho yamai neya tayalate yaya no yaleto wayakoya ham Ariatayale tayahoa nahiatayala ooh Nayalate no yamau ahiayala yanatia. Taking a deep breath in into the heart. Release. Shuaya tiara niaya maya toya tuaya la tenia na ua makoya la taria tuaya na tuaya na waya kua hamaya na tuaya shuma tuaya la tia hiana huaya le maya tuaya la tuaya na hiaya ratuaya Uma hialata hialata hiana tua maya Onia yeto huaya letoi ayanahi anayahi anayahi o mahu atei mahu atei anatahia ayamahe Taking a deep breath in into the heart. Beautiful, beautiful. Mwah. Thank you. Have a beautiful, beautiful month. Bye-bye.